guys, welcome to my channel All Things Militia, where I discuss a lot about what's going on in the political world, but also topics that pertain to everyday life in general. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you guys. If you see a video that you like, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Leave a comment down below because I want to get your thoughts on what I'm discussing. Share the video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. You can do all of those things, and don't forget to subscribe. So you guys, I wanted to come on here real quick and just discuss quickly about what's been going on online. If you've been following political news, you know that the late Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral was held this past weekend, and a lot of people went online to express their disgust and frustration with the former presidents Biden and Obama and the former Vice President Kamala Harris, who spake at the funeral. Now, it had been said prior to the funeral that Reverend Jesse Jackson's son, the junior, had asked for it not to be made political. But of course, the Democrats never seize an opportunity to express their TDS. And so with Obama, what I find interesting is that, you know, he was what many people liken to be the divider in chief. And he always talks about how divisive Trump is, and MAGA, you know, they love to talk about MAGA being a cult and all of this stuff. It's really like backwards. Like everything that they seemingly try to put on this side is actually what they are. Like when they kept talking about how Trump was a dictator and authoritarian, but if I recall correctly, it was Obama that forced us to pay for insurance or threatened that we would be penalized. But then they turn around and give illegal immigrants free health care. Then you had Joe Biden, who, when he was in office, forced a new vaccine, mandated a new vaccine, and told us that if we didn't get it, we would be unemployed. So that sounds a lot of like a dictator, authoritarian type stance on things. Then they threw Kamala Harris up there, didn't even hold a primary, just put her up and said, this is who you got, this is who you're going to go with. And anyone that wasn't in an agreement, oh, you have an issue with black women. And then they used her race, saying she was black when it was known that she was Indian all along. So these people, they do any and everything that they can to be in power. And now that they're out of power and they're losing their grip, they don't know what to do with themselves. But I'm just going to show a little clip of Obama, again, what he stated during that funeral. Check this out.
In a time when it can be hard to hope. Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions. Another setback to the idea of the rule of law. An offense to common decency. Every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other and to turn on each other, and that some Americans count more than others, and that some don't even count at all.
You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier.
I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was.
Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated, and bullying and mockery masquerading as strength. We see science and expertise denigrated, while ignorance and dishonesty and cruelty and corruption are reaping untold rewards. Every single day we see that.
Every single day, thanks to your lying, bought and paid for, liberal, lying, mainstream media. Every single day we're seeing stuff like this that's not normal. And when you were in office, we saw it even the more so. Stuff that wasn't normal, like men becoming women and women becoming men. Yeah, not normal at all. We saw how you guys have been fraudulently using our tax dollars to become rich by being dishonest. Okay? Just like a devil. To go into a church and to try to make it seem as if you have some form of morale when you were the president that went against God's law, as if God is going to be mocked just because you signed something into law that goes against God's word. It was a reason why God had Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So you can sign whatever you want to into law, but your law is not established. And then you have the nerve to go up inside of a church. And now I see why God says judgment must first begin in the house of God. Because the reason why the world is in this state is because the church is out of order. No prayer, no fasting. And I'm guilty of it too, you guys. I've seen how God works when I abide in him. And I've seen the difference when I'm not abiding in him. So we as a people of God and believers have a lot of work to do. That's the reason why these demons have been running rapid with these lies. God said he would not have us ignorant of Satan's devices. And one of the main devices of Satan is deception. That's how he came from the very beginning in that garden with Eve. Yea, hath God said? Surely he didn't mean it that way. And then here we go. And because we see something that looks good, or it's pleasant to the eye and looks good to the devil been using the same trick from the beginning of times. Deception and lying. And this man was one of the biggest hoaxes that was pulled on this country. We're thinking that this is the fulfillment of the Martin Luther King dream, I have a dream speech. But then we learned that this was pretty much a quarterback for Satan. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful though. I'm thankful that we have social media, because now we're being able to really see the truth of what's going on. But one thing I will say about these demons, they sure are persistent. They are persistent. They're going to run that lie until hell comes to get them. They can be on videotape saying one thing and then come back and say another thing. But what you were on tape saying this, well, they don't want to be confronted. They hate exposure. They don't like exposure. That's why they were censoring people left and right during the Democrat, what's his name, Joe Biden's administration. Censoring people left and right. Had abortion trucks outside of the DNC. Abnormal stuff. Stuff that we had never seen before. Promoting the most ungodly stuff. But then want to come after this man that has actually have done something more so for Jesse Jackson than any of them have. Trump actually helped fund Jesse Jackson's run for presidency. But you got this lying liberal media saying how he's a racist. I don't know one racist is going to help or try to help a black man run for the highest position in the land. So there's been so much deception, so much mockery, like he wanted to say, but more so on his side. And they still will run these lies because they wanted to give us an image of this dignified black man who speaks so eloquently and he's proper. But we know about how you spied on Trump's campaign reportedly. We know about all of that you've been a part of, all of the bombing that happened in the Middle East, how Gaddafi was assassinated under your administration. We learned a lot about you, Obama, how you were spying on U.S. citizens, how you even reportedly used a drone to take out a U.S. citizen. And every single day you got this lying media keeping up this racial rhetoric and keeping up this division while at the same time trying to run it like you are the one that's noble. Your gig is up. That's all I can say. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments. It's annoying, but I'm not tired of calling it out. As long as they not tired of continuing to run the same old play, I'm not going to be tired of calling it out because they need resistance. The enemy flees when he's resisted. As long as everybody's going along like these people at church, clapping along, going along with this mess, it will continue to go on. But when you get some pushback and resistance, we can minimize this stuff until it's completely annihilated. All these lies, as if people can't see the truth of what's been going on. The same old thing they've been running for years. Racism. They're racist. And they think others are better than others, superiority, and this and that. What about when Joe Biden called Trump supporters trash? What did y'all have to say about that? Ain't that divisive? What about when Hillary Clinton called us a basket of deplorables because we didn't want to vote for her? Ain't that divisive? How you all have used your media to make people believe that we are some form of a cult, MAGA cult. Meanwhile, they have terms like vote blue no matter who. It could be Satan himself, just vote blue no matter who. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. The hypocrisy is demonically ridiculous. And I'm not going to get tired of calling it out. As long as they keep doing it, I'm going to keep calling it out. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button for the video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you later, you guys.